everybody, Cal Banyan, Cal Banyan's Hypnosis, etc. And once again with Elronn, whatever his last name is, Ferguson, that's right. And you know what? I want to tell you what, if you're watching this video anywhere else except calbanyan.com, you want to go there right now, because right below this video, right down there, is extra links, text, graphics, all that kind of stuff that go along with the podcast that make it more useful and more enjoyable for you. And we're here answering more questions and kind of just mulling over all the very most important stuff in the world of hypnotist and hypnotherapy. How you doing? Oh, I'm just so wound up today. Let me tell you about Elronn. Elronn, 1%er, among the best of the best in the profession. He went through training with other trainers before he came to our center, went through our program, learned 5-path, 7-path, and then went through our internship. I can vouch for his work because as part of the internship, I get to view videos and make sure everything is being done right, sufficiently, and effectively. So we're proud to have Elronn as one of our graduates and a true professional in our profession. How you doing, Elronn?
I'm doing good, Cal. And I still have one internship meeting that's unused.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Oh, I'm going to get the perfect session. Oh, you'll be sorry, Cal. You'll be sorry.
I want to see the perfect session.
Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I've only had one intern do a perfect session. I gave her a 10. She was fantastic. She was one of my Minnesota interns. What was her name? Oh, Maureen would remember.
Even I know who she was.
You do? You remember her name?
Yeah, Kristen Schreier.
Schreier, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've heard that name's been burned in my ears. Kristen Schreier had the perfect session. Kristen Schreier had the perfect session.
She did. She was like a hypno machine. I don't even know if she's still doing it, but she was really good. All right. So what do you got to talk about?
Well, aside from how awesome it is to be working in the office next to you, Cal, what do you want to talk about? You want to do questions or you want to do a topic?
I know what I want to talk about.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? The episode before last, I think I was talking about TV and movies. And I was really talking about the downside, about all the misperceptions it gets out there. And then I talked about the value of having a good, really good pre-hypnosis interview. Now, I also want to talk this. So Cal, wouldn't you like to just get rid of all that? You know, that no more are they going to do that stuff on TV. No more are they going to do that on movies. No more are they going to do that stage hypnosis, because of, you know, sometimes people get misperceptions about hypnosis there too. And I'd say no way. You know, even if these different television programs and movies are not getting the details right, they're still doing an awful lot of good with regard to promoting the profession. We just have to accept it as our duty as professionals to do a good pre-talk and help them know what is the truth about hypnosis. And you know, at our center, I just did a video of the our pre-talk, and the hypnosis pre-talk is designed to remove those common fears and misconceptions. So it takes care of about 90% of the pre-talk, but the pre-talk isn't done until it's done, but it does get most of the work done. And by that, what I mean it isn't done until it's done is if your client is having some problems going into hypnosis, or they still seem to be fearful before you start hypnosis, then it's really up to the hypnotist to ferret out those last little, you know, fears and misconceptions that they might have, and so that they can really be eager to go into hypnosis. Hey, Elronn, I just love giving you all this unexpected stuff. You know, it keeps the episodes fresh and exciting. So after we do the pre-talk, and then which is what I've been talking about, then we do the pre-hypnosis interview, where they do the they give us kind of the thumbnail history of the problem. They tell us about their complaint and what they want to change and all the benefits of making the change and that kind of stuff. Then, what tests do we give them to know that we can move forward with the hypnosis?
To know that we... the clinical assess... Are you talking about the clinical assessment for the readiness for hypnosis, Cal?
Yes. Boy, you know, you're good. I threw that right at you. You didn't know it was coming, and you got it like word for word. Okay, let's give it away. Tell them what the clinical assessment for readiness of hypnosis is.
The clinical assessment for the readiness for hypnosis is you look at your client and you say, okay, well, would you like to do hypnosis with me now? And then we look at them really carefully and watch their physiological response, as well as, you know, we see if there's any hesitancy there. Because if they go, yeah, then they're ready. But if they go, okay, it means the pre-talk's not done yet.
That's right. So we ask them, would you like to do hypnosis with me now? And in addition to listening to their verbal response, we watch to see if their physiological response is consistent with the verbal response. I mean, if they say, okay, and they start biting their nails and stuff, then, you know, then they're probably not ready. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Good. So then what would you do if they weren't ready?
Say, I just get the feeling that maybe I left something out. Do you have any more questions about hypnosis that I can answer for you?
That'd be a really excellent way to do it. And just, you know, try to get more questions, you know, and, you know, you can say something like, I sense that, you know, you're almost there, but you're still just a little bit uncomfortable with the idea of doing hypnosis with me now. And let's talk about that. And so you get out that last little fear or misconception they have about hypnosis, and then you allay those fears, and then once again you go, oh, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. Would you like to do hypnosis with me now? And then you go through that same process. When they're ready, they should be very eager. They say, yeah, let's get it on, let's do it. And then I do them. It's pretty easy. Good. Anything you want to add to that, Elronn?
Right after that? Oh, anything I want to add to that?
Right.
No, that's it.
Then your clients just lay back and say, do me, right?
Yeah, boy, wouldn't that be nice? I've been having some wrestling matches with my clients. I got clients that come in that, they have so many questions. They go, so, you know, how does it work? Okay, what are you going to do after my eyes are closed? And I'm just sitting there just thinking, oh, God, really? I told this to Cal earlier, and he goes, you actually have clients that do that to you? Oh, God, that's so funny. It's like, yes, I do. That's why I'm so good.
So how do you handle that, Elronn?
I say, stop asking the questions. I'm answering the questions. Who's the expert here? Come on. No, I say,
You give them the hypno tea. You say, drink this. It's going to taste like whiskey, but it's
that's right. I pull out my little electrical device. I say, this is how I really am going to hypnotize you, okay? This is why I need you to close your eyes. No.
And they go, gee, that looks like one of those things that the cops zap people with.
Right, exactly. I say, well, actually, I'm Vulcan. No,
I'm going to tase you into hypnosis.
Right.
I got an instant induction here.
We could just keep on going. Yeah. How about this for an instant induction, huh? No, okay, so they say, so what are you exactly going to do? You know, after my eyes are closed, I say, you know what? Well, for one thing, I take control of the conversation right there and take it back to talking about fears and misconceptions about hypnosis. I say, one of the things I'd start to say, I'm just thinking, is, what are you afraid might happen? You know, what do you think might happen? Maybe have them do sentence completion. I'm afraid that. Okay, if I went into hypnosis, then put an ending on it. Okay, what do you think might happen when you're in hypnosis? And then I take it back and I just continue the pre-talk and say, you know, hypnosis is half about focus, the other half is about following instructions. I try to convey to them that there's no such thing as a hypnotized feeling. Okay, if you don't want to go into hypnosis, you're not going to go into hypnosis. I don't have some kind of special power of hypnotizing people. Okay, it's about following instructions. I talk to them, tell them it's like a dance, and that, well, gosh, there's no such thing as a hypnotized feeling. And really pound the information in their head that you've been in hypnosis thousands of times in your life.
Elronn, I'm sensing a little bit of frustration there.
Oh, no, not at all. Never. I'm completely in my relaxed, hypnotic voice when I'm talking to these clients.
Okay.
But you know, maybe I get to vent a little bit afterward.
You're kind of venting a little bit now, letting your hair down.
That's right, you know. I should. I need to get one of those hair clips or something so I can, you know, Just let it all hang out.
You need one of them little clip-on ponytails like I have.
Like you have, right? I'll never forget when you were talking in 7-Path class once. You go, you know, it's ideal that the 7-Path teacher have long hair because your long hair is like an antenna. And then you saw my face in the back, and you go, well, I certainly know I've made an impression on Elronn. Either he thinks I'm full of bull or vanity is winning. Well, you know, maybe I can use some sessions on that.
Yeah, you're some kind of wound up these last few episodes. All right, you got any questions for me or anything?
I don't know what's going on. Why am I so wound up?
I don't know. Do you have a new girlfriend or what?
No. Or do I? No, or do I?
Hey, all you guys, you should go to Facebook, look up Elronn Ferguson, and then you can find out what's going on with him.
Yeah, right.
Be his friend.
Yeah, right. That's on private, baby. Nobody gets into my Facebook, actually. Sorry to all you hypnosis friends. You're all coming off my Facebook really soon, and you're going to be on my fan page. It doesn't mean I don't like you, but
you're getting some attitude now.
Elronn's got to have some personal life and some secrets too.
You know, seriously, hey, you hypnotists out there, you know, when Facebook came out, I just like everybody else, I just letting everybody be my friend, and, you know, I did some research, and actually in the terms of service of Facebook, you're not allowed to use your Facebook profile page, and profile page is the name of your page where you have your friends and stuff, for marketing. And so, and you can only have 5,000 friends. So if you're trying to kind of get a following, you know, and be professional, if you're ever going to talk about, hey, I've got a self-hypnosis class coming up on Sunday, you're not supposed to do that on your regular page. If you're going to do any kind of business at all, you need to get a fan page. And if you want to know how to do that, I can tell you all about it, except it's got nothing to do with hypnosis. Just Google or Bing or Yahoo how to set up a fan page on Facebook, or a really good place to go is go to YouTube and go, you know, how to set up a fan page in Facebook, and you'll get a video on how to do it. But really, all your professional stuff, just like Elronn is talking about, should really be done on your fan page. So as I'm talking about fan pages, please fan me at facebook.com/hypnosis etc. for hypnosis etc. And then we can, you know, give you the inside scoop of what's going on with regard to the show. And it's kind of fun. We got about, I don't know, 350, 400 people there that are our fans, and I love you. Okay, go on.
Did you want to talk more about the good side of hypnosis on TV before I take over?
You know, pretty much it's just, it keeps, even when people, it serves as a reminder. Even bad hypnosis on TV or in the movies or a stage hypnosis kind of thing, even a tasteless stage hypnosis show, demonstrates that hypnosis, you know, exists. And people will frame it into terms that within their gestalt of their past, and they've heard that hypnosis works for weight loss or stop smoking or changing habits or motivation or whatever. So I am, you know, I would love it if they always gave perfectly well-informed bits about hypnosis and hypnotherapy on TV and movies, but it's just not going to happen. So, but I'm still glad that even if they're inaccurate, they still go on, because that almost always causes our phone to ring. So, you know, thank you, all of you movie directors and television directors and stage hypnotists out there, for reminding people all around the world about hypnosis. That's what I wanted to say.
Good. And I just wanted to add my 2 cents. Thank you for everything, except for any movies it's about like some serial killer hypnotist. You're going to get hate mail from me, so watch out.
Well, remember, one of the first hypnotists that people really got to know about was Dracula. He was always hypnotizing people.
Yes, I will hypnotize you.
Hey, do it.
Close your eyes. Have fun in the dark. shall I take it back to the topic on hand? I mean, what I was doing was just basically talking about handling an over analytical client, right? Who wants to know every little bit and piece. And Cal, we were talking about when the pre-talk's done. You know, what is a good pre-talk for? It's to remove that nervousness, and you know, really ascertaining whether they're just a really controlling personality type and over analytical. And the pre-talk's done, but that's just who they are, right? They don't actually have any fears anymore, but they just want to know every little bit and piece how it works, or if they're just nervous. Okay, so let's just say, for instance, we've ascertained that the nervousness is gone, the pre-talk's done, but they're just an over-analytical client, and how to deal with that. Okay, another red flag to look for that they are an over-analytical client is that they just start right in on you and tell you about why they think they have their problem in too much detail. Okay, because it is our job to say, so give me a thumbnail sketch of the history of the problem, or how you think the problem started. And they kind of, you know, talk about their issue and what they think it's connected to and stuff like that. But if they just jump in and start over-volunteering information and go, well, I mean, my problem stems from the issue with my mother and my father, and then this and this and that, and blah, 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 and they seem to have it all mapped out, and they give you too many details. Well, after all, people just make stuff up why they think they have their problem. I mean, if they really knew what the cause of their problem was, then they wouldn't be in the office after all now, would they? So we have to trust that everything will be revealed in the process. And when they come in there and start talking like that, or if they start to tell you that, well, listen, I just want you to know that this problem has nothing to do with what happened to me as a child. It's about what's going on now. I mean, it's about my relationship and what's happening to it right now, or it's about my job and this and that. Well, if it was really about that, 100%, then they wouldn't need you. They would need a police officer or an accountant or a fireman or something like that. And so, what's a good thing that you like to say to that, Cal? When they have that strong of a proposition that it's happening, that their problem is about right now.
Okay, so your question to me is, so you have someone come in and they've got their mind made up that the cause of the problem is either not in their past, it's now, or they have a particular event that they're assigning the cause of the problem to. Is that your question?
That's my question.
Boy. Question number one. Well, when someone thinks that it has absolutely nothing to do with the past, is absolutely true in every single case if they were born today. Okay? And most people were not born today. They were born a long, long time ago. We're all products of the past. You know, psychological research really goes to show that, 50% genetics and 50% has to do with your history. So they might be half right, but really there's not a lot we do with genetic problems in the field of hypnosis. So what I'm going to do is I will typically say, well, gosh, I don't know, maybe you're right, but the truth will be revealed in the hypnosis. Is that okay with you? And then I just proceed with the hypnosis. But if they say, I will not work with anything to do with the past, don't you do age regression on me, then you know what I'm going to say is I'm going to say, why don't you just go to outside of my office? You see, because I do not let my clients dictate to me how I'm going to run the sessions. I mean, they either see me as the professional, the person that's know what's going on, and they trust me, or they don't. So I will not work with a client who limits any of my options, takes any of my tools off the table, so to speak. I believe that I have to give my clients my very best effort. I have to give them my all. I have to use all of my skills, all of my abilities. And if someone tries to limit what I can do, then I just won't work with them. I say, that's not... I tell them, you know what? I don't know how to fix the problem your way, but I know how to fix these kind of problems my way. And if you'll just let me do the work, I believe I can help you. But if you've got your mind made up about how this is going to be done and what I can and cannot do, then, my very best wishes to you. I give you the, my prayers go with you, and I hope you the best success, but you're going to have to find someone else to work with you. Now, if they're willing to kind of put that theory in the hypothesis file for now, Okay, it's usually a round bin by the side of the desk. Okay, then I'll work with them. And it's pretty much the same thing if someone says, it all started on such and such date or such and such time or when this happened. I will listen to them and I will say, beautiful, would you like to do hypnosis with me now? But if they insist that I work on that event, then I'll just say the same kind of thing. I say, you know, I don't know if the event has anything to do with it. I don't know if it's causal. But I do know that during the hypnosis, the truth will come out. We'll find out what is the cause, and we'll be able to work with it. And if you allow me that kind of freedom, then I believe I can help you. But if they limit me, then I just won't do the work with them. I just let them go help work with someone else because, and I give them the talk. You know, I believe I can help you, but you know, you have to follow my instructions. And I want you to think about everything that you've done in the past to try to fix this problem. I want you to think about what you're going to do if you don't do the work with me. And usually they don't have any options. And that's one of the great things about being in the world of hypnotism and hypnotherapy is that the people who come to see us are pretty doggone frustrated. Sometimes they're very desperate, and sometimes they're even depressed. And they're frustrated, desperate, and depressed because they've run out of options. They've tried the counselor, the social worker, the doctor, the self-help book, the self-help CDs and videos, and they haven't been able to, you know, come up with a fix. And so then they just go crazy and they say, well, doggone it, I guess I'm going to go see the witch doctor. I mean, hypnotherapist, right? And they come and see you, and so I recommend that you take a stand and do what you know what works. And you 5-pathers out there, stay to 5-path. Let me talk about one other real quick thing. And that is, once in a while I'll get a student who's got absolutely no hypnosis training, goes through the certification course, and then starts modifying what they learned in class. And let me tell you, if you're looking at this video, I'm looking you right in the eye and I'm telling you something, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have the experience, you don't have the training. And why in the world would you modify something that has worked for me, has worked for hypnotherapists at our office, has worked for other people we've trained around the world? There's only one reason. Well, there'll be a couple of reasons. One, you could be lazy. You just don't have the ability to sit down and really learn the process. The other is you're afraid. Maybe you're nervous about dealing with the cause of people's problems. Maybe you're afraid that someone will, you know, abreact, which means basically become really upset and have an emotional release with regard to the problem. And you know what, if you've got those kind of problems, you'd be much better off going and seeing a good hypnotherapist, preferably a 5-pather, get that stuff fixed, and then start going through your manuals, start going through the DVDs, really learn it. Become a 1%er, best of the best. People ask me sometimes, they go, Cal, are you trying to say that the only way you can become a 1%er is to go through your school? I say, no, I'm not. I think it's the most efficient way to become a 1%er, but certainly there are people who are among the best of the best in the profession that have not gone through my school. Maybe they were trained by Gil Boyne, or maybe they were trained by, you know, Dave Ellman or Jerry Kine, or, you know, any of the other, you know, great teachers that are around now or in the past, and they've done the work and they've done the study, and, you know, maybe they've gone through many different certification courses, watched many DVDs or videos of different, you know, VHS back in the day. And they have become the best of the best, and that's fine. You know, I'm not saying that the only 5-pathers are the best of the best, but I will tell you that 5-path was designed to create hypnotherapists who are the best of the best. And I believe it is the fastest, most efficient way to become one of the top hypnotherapists. 5-path was designed the way it is to be easy to learn, easy to supervise, and easy to continually develop, because nowadays 5-path is not just the product of my work. We've got hypnotherapists around the world who've all contributed through our forums and Yahoo groups and stuff like that, that have given me things to think about and try. And so now it is the product of the many. And so many, many more people can now help to raise the profession by becoming 5-pathers and use this kind of a standardization approach. And it is a system, but it's a wide open system. You don't get locked into only being able to do certain things. If you're a person who's into NLP, NLP blends beautifully with 5-path. If you do EFT or rapid eye movement kind of work or whatever it is, then it will integrate into 5-path, and 5-path becomes like the backbone, the structure, and any other skills that you have. They might be psychotherapeutic skills. Then they all blend into 5-path. All right, Elronn, anything you want to add?
5-path is awesome.
All right,
try
wrap
it today. Well, thanks for watching. If you want to know more about 5-path, all you got to do is ask. Pick up the phone. The number's right there on hypnosiscenter.com or hypnosis.org. There's a lot of products that go over this process more in depth. It's all about using stuff that works better. Okay, there's a lot of things out there that work. It's just that this stuff works better. We got the evidence to prove it. We roll up our sleeves and deal with it. And the more that the word gets out there that 5-path is a systematic approach that's reliable, repeatable, and effective, then the better it is for us all and for the profession in general. Thanks for watching this episode. I'm Elronn Ferguson. Signing off.
All right, thank you, Elronn. This is Cal Banyan. I want you to be a 1%er. Best of the best in the profession. And all my classes are listed on hypnosiscenter.com. If you're not watching this at calbanyan.com, go there now. Go to hypnosis.org so that you can get my Learn to Hypnotize video and a whole bunch of other stuff. That's it. Cal Banyan signing off.
This recording is the property of Cal Banyan and Cal Banyan's Banyan Publishing Incorporated. All rights reserved for private use only. It may not be duplicated without written permission.